Right guys, so in this video we're gonna um, practice our TDD, test driven design, and doing test driven design in backend is easy, but I'm not sure how to do this in the front end. So example here, we'll create a TDD Angular, so all our projects are gonna be here: TDD React, TDD C Sharp, and whatever TDD you're going to have. So, okay. Yeah. So I'm thinking of just to practice your TDD. This project will just be doing a basic to-do list. So to do Angular. Okay, so let's open up our Angular and let's do some ceremony here. We'll remove this first, the default component that it was created. Remove that, put the router outlet back, and we're gonna create a new component. So we're gonna create a module here called to do module, and this will do some routing. Okay. Oh, ng. Oh yeah. So sorry. This is a module. Okay, so that is there. Then we're gonna put the to-do list. So this is gonna be a list of to-do, and we're not gonna skip our testing. Okay, so here we've created this. So because we're at TDD now, we're not gonna launch the browser, but we're gonna do the testing first of our code. So ng test. Okay, run the ng test. It's going to spin up and compile all the things that needs to be compiled. And now we have an error. Cannot read property text content on app component. So we're gonna go to app component and we'll go to its spec. Cannot create. What's that? What's the error? Cannot read property text content. Where's the text content here? Text content. Okay. So it says that cannot read this because we remove a lot of HTML here, and that doesn't exist anymore. So let's read this first. Okay, it's gonna create the component as a fixture and detect the changes, and then fixture that native element compiled. So the compiled one, it will check for this elements, then the text content, and the text content should be this. Okay, so we're gonna change this. Should render. This should have a title. Yeah, the title should be to do. TDD to do. Okay. So this should now be the title. And this one should be the title here. And should create the app. Okay. Should render the title. So we're gonna put the title in an H1. So it will look for H1 and then it will contain TDD of Angular by the .NET test himself. Alright. So we're gonna expect that it's going to cause more errors. So let's fix this error first. Again, text content of null. And which line is it? Line 33. Alright, go to line 33. Yeah, so this one. Okay, we're gonna make this pass. So we're gonna copy this because this is what we're going to expect. And we're gonna go here and we'll put a H1 here. And that content of that H1 is this TDD of Angular.NET test. And if we're gonna check our karma here, so that one is fixed. We only have one failure. Expected TDD Angular to be to equal to TDD to do. So this occurs in app component and in line 26. So let's go to app component spec and line 26. So this is should have a title TDD to do, and it's fixing the title. It's just the title. Okay, so we can open this in. So look at it. This here. Watch. So this one is fixture component instance, and then title the app that title. And here it's different. It's fixture here, then it detects the changes, and it fixture that native element. So this means that this is the HTML side, the template, and this is the components instance, so the TypeScript side. So we're gonna open this. Okay. Right, so it says that the title here, this title should to equal to do or TDD to do. So we're gonna change this, right? And it will trigger, and now it all pass. So nice. So that is good. And we want to add some things here. Okay, we want to work on the list of to do. So we'll go to its spec. First, we are going to test a variable, which is going to uh, um, should have a list of to do. Okay, and I'm gonna set that there. Should have a list of to do. What's this? Left side of comma is unused and has no side effects. What are you talking about? Go go Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So it should have a list of, not if, it should have a list of to do. And then we're gonna say constant fixture is equals to test bed dot create component, and we're gonna create the list component, and then const app is equals to fixture that component instance. Then we're gonna expect the app to have a to do to do's. Okay, so we're gonna have a list of to do's, then to equal uh, should be null. That's its initial value. Okay, so close this first and open this, and then open on the side. Okay, so this is failing now, and we want to add to do's here, and should have a to do. I'm not sure how to do this yet, like check the type of to do. Should be a type of to do. Okay, and yeah, should be equal to like that. Okay, so this is our model. Not sure how to test this like this yet, but let's add this here to do the model. Should we put the model outside the components? Okay, model. Then we're gonna add to do that model that ts. Okay, then export class to do, and then it's gonna import this. And did it pass? Yeah, it passed. This should have a list of to do. Okay, cool. So what else? Okay, so we're gonna create a service called to do service. So ng generate service services, then to do a to do service. Okay, so we have a service here, and then we're gonna add a test also here. Should be a yeah, we're going to write the test first. Should have a get list. I'm recording. Okay, and should have a get list method. Okay, and then service. Okay, so expect service that get list get list to be. Is it gonna be a to be? Expected value to compare against, to be observable of to do as to do, like that. Can we do it like that? Let's import this to do. This is an RxJS operator. Observable. Okay, is it correct? Yep. And this one we need to create. So let's open, and let's close this and open this on the side. And in here we want to create this get list here. Okay, so get list, and it will return an observable of to do, as to do. Can we do it like that? Okay. Right. So let's check our test. It failed. Observable to be observable. To check for deep equality, use equal. Okay, equal to equal. And expected subscribe function to equal function. What's this? Right, so we're having trouble here. I think this is not how it should be tested. How should we test this? We just want to check if that is created, so maybe we can do that. Okay, so that is created. We just need to know if the get list method is created. Okay, so we also want to check if should have a get by ID method. Okay, so expect series that get by ID to be truthy. Alright, so to be truthy, and this will now fail. We need to add this get by ID, but we're going to expect an a number here. So like 1, or no, maybe we'll just what if we have an ID here of a number? Will it still pass? No, it didn't. Return of of as to do. Yeah, this is wrong because we need this to be an HTTP, but we're still practicing, so please forgive us or forgive me if I'm not doing um, this correctly here. So get by ID 1. What if we do that? No, because this is supposed to be get by ID like that. Like that. So will it pass? Oh yeah, it passed. But this should not be. It should have been an HTTP. Okay, so we'll add an HTTP. First, we are going to create a mock. We're going to mock an HTTP. We're going to create a spy. Alright, so we're gonna do that later, but yeah, this is all we this is how to do test driven development as a very basic one, but this is going to advance or escalate to a very nice TDD style of development. Once we get all the things that we need to do, like all the spy, stab, whatever thing unit testers do. Okay, so and don't forget to put comments on your method. This is to get one entity. So this one is get list of entity, right? So it's a pass. But what if we want to add a base, an abstract? So let's try. So let's go to services, then base. Okay, so oh no, that should be S. Services and base, so like that. And we want to abstract this, export abstract class, and then we want to do that as a generic one. And we are then gonna get all of this and put this here in the abstract. And this is not a to do now, but this one is now the generic type. And then import of what's this? Never to what's why is it like that? Okay, like that, like that. Okay, so now we are gonna implement this one and then pass that to Doja. Yeah, so let me tell you a story. I work with PHP developer with a PHP developer. So before, but so this is not specific to PHP developers, but only to this is not relate. This is not for. This is not intended to all the PHP developers, but only to the specific idiot that I work with. It says that PHP can do generics also, but I'm not sure. I think it's not. Extend. This should be extends. PHP is a crappy language, so it doesn't have generics. So yeah, super here. Okay, so let's see. We remove the methods here, but it should still succeed because it's it's extending the base control base service that that is implementing the the methods that we did for the to do earlier. See, it's still working. So that's the power of generics. Now that we put an abstract base class, we can now add, like for example here, service. We'll first create a model. Well, we can create a model called user.model.ts. So let's say sport class user, and then we're gonna generate services user. Now we have that. Then we can copy our test here and check if that user service is also implementing that. So git list, yeah, so it's not implementing yet because we didn't extend the base service here. But now that we extend the base service and put the user model here and then put the super here, super, right? So we save time where we have to define the get list get ID here, right? So yeah, that's it. New for the noobs, for the newbies that don't understand that thing, you can save time just by doing abstraction, and you don't repeat yourself. See the where's our to do service? Where's our user service? Why it didn't? Oh, there's an error. Hold on, hold on. Base service spec. Okay, base service spec. Okay, what's the issue here? Um. Okay, so we don't do this test here because, but I think I did it. I'm not sure, but we're not gonna test this one here because we're testing it already on the um implementing services. But let's see if we can test. Yeah, I think no, we can test it here unless we want to add maybe another a a sample here, like for example the to do, then it will not fail now, right? Yeah, just want some love. See, we have users now, we have to do, and we have our base service um, working. So yeah, so we'll have to, in order to master this technique, we have to do all our Angular with, begin all development and Angular with testing. So that's it. Thanks. I'm hungry. Thanks. Bye. 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 Bye.